So you decided to ditch your 9 to 5 to become a self-employed marketer. Congrats! Because it's absolutely doable and you don't need a business degree to make it happen. I made the jump after 3 years in marketing and it's been honestly the best decision I've ever made. Yes, it comes with its own risks and you need to put in effort, but anyone can start their own marketing business, or any business for that matter. So today, I'm walking you through the 6 steps I took to transition from employee to entrepreneur. Starting with the step number 1. Build your expertise. Let's start with some good news. The demand for marketing expertise has never been higher. Small businesses need help but can't afford big agencies. Startups are looking for specialized skills. Even big companies are now looking to outsource certain marketing functions. This creates a massive opportunity for anyone willing to position themselves as a marketing expert. And all you need to seize this opportunity is expertise. Here's the thing everyone gets wrong. You don't need 10 years of marketing experience to start freelancing, but you do need some. Starting from absolute zero is like trying to perform a surgery after watching a few YouTube tutorials. Technically possible, but probably not a great idea. If you're absolutely new to marketing, get an internship or an entry-level role at a marketing agency or as an in-house marketer first. Spend 1 to 2 years learning the basics, understanding how campaigns work, and understanding what good and bad marketing looks like. But if you already have some experience, maybe you scaled a blog or your own social media profile, or maybe you ran some campaigns for a side project, you can leverage that experience. I had 3 years of marketing experience before I made the jump. My original plan was to hit 4, but I got laid off, so I figured why wait, and it worked out. The key is being honest about your skill level and not overselling what you can deliver. Moving on to the step number 2. Sort out your finances. This might be the least sexy part of this conversation, but it has to be addressed. After all, you need money to survive while you build your client base. Some people get lucky and land clients in their first months. Others, and it's way more common, have to run off of their savings for 3 to 6 months before securing steady work. I personally saved for 1.5 to 2 years prior to switching to self-employment, which gave me a solid buffer of 9 months worth of my expenses. Oh, and by the way, I was able to land my first client after just 2 months, which is considered incredibly fast. Here are your options. Bootstrap it. Save up to 6 to 12 months worth of your expenses before you quit your job. Keep a part-time job. Maintain some income while you're building your freelance business. Get a loan or invest there. Possible if you're planning to build an agency, but remember, other people's money comes with strings attached. Look for startup grants. Many countries fund entrepreneurs because small businesses drive employment. Look for what's available in your area. And don't underestimate this step. Financial stress will kill your creativity and make you desperate for any client, which leads to bad decision making. Moving on to the step number 3. Define your area of expertise. I do marketing is not a business proposition. The more options you present to your potential client, the more confusion you create. And the more confusion there is, the less likely your potential client to sign the deal. The point is, you need to get specific about what kind of marketing exactly you do. There are different views on the number of marketing areas, but I'd say there are 5 main areas you can choose from. Demand capture or paid ads, Google ads, Facebook ads, LinkedIn ads, basically capturing people who are already looking for what your clients sell. Demand generation or organic, content marketing, social media, SEO, events, basically creating awareness and interest where none existed before. Marketing operations, mastering CRM, marketing automation, data analysis, the behind-the-scenes stuff that make campaigns actually work. Product marketing, Go-to-market strategies, positioning, messaging, figuring out how to talk about products so that people buy them, and overarching strategy, the big picture stuff that ties everything together. Here it's important to remember that the higher you climb the strategy ladder, the more experience your clients will expect you to have. So if you want to be a fractional CMO or a growth manager, you'd better have some serious credentials to back it up. For demand capture and demand generation, you will also have to pick your format and channels. Are you doing text content, images, video? Are you focusing on YouTube, TikTok, LinkedIn, Google search results? The more specific you get, the easier it becomes to position yourself as a specialist rather than a generalist. Moving on to the step number 4. Choose your niche. This is where most new freelancers mess up. They think that casting a wide net will get them more clients, but the opposite is true. You need to answer these questions. Are you working with B2B or B2C companies? What industry are you focusing on? What particular problems are you solving? And what size companies do you want to work with? I help SaaS startups generate leads through LinkedIn ads is infinitely better than I do digital marketing for B2B businesses. Niching down pays better than being a jack of all trades. Moving on to the step number 5. Build your structure and systems. In the beginning, you'll probably have more time than revenue. Use that time for documenting processes and structuring your workflows. Here are a few things to consider. Project organization. Create separate folders for different clients and projects. Keep everything organized from day one. You'll thank yourself later. Soft documents. Document your processes so you can replicate successful campaigns and onboard new clients as you grow. Templates and resources. Save content calendar spreadsheets, article structures, sales decks, proposal templates, literally anything you might reuse. Personally, I've been using Google Drive and Google Docs, which works just fine as you're starting out, but as you scale, you might want something a bit more sophisticated like Notion or Asana. Moving on to the final step. Land your first client. This is the most important step, and it will be by far the most time-consuming one. Let me give you some validation first. It is incredibly hard to land your first client, especially because it requires you to do a lot of things outside of your comfort zone. But remember, the end goal is getting much more freedom to live your life the way you want. Now, without rambling any further, here's how I would approach this step. First, start with your network. Message former colleagues, friends, and family members. Let them know what you're doing and ask them if they know anyone who might need help. Target local businesses. Chances are, many businesses in your area need help but can't afford big marketing agencies, so do your research, reach out and ask if they need help. And by the way, this step is quite often underestimated, so you're likely to land at least one client this way. Cold outreach. This is really a must-have if you want your own business. You might be able to land your first clients without it, but eventually you will have to get to cold outreach. So research your prospects, personalize your approach, and focus on the value you bring to your potential clients. I know it feels cringe, but keep that flexibility in mind, and the more you do it, the easier it gets. And finally, create content in your niche. Build your brand authority by posting valuable content on the platforms where potential customers hang out. And this is it. These are the 6 steps that help me transition from employee to entrepreneur. Like and subscribe if you found this video useful. And as I said before, building your own business as a self-employed marketer isn't exactly a walk in the park, but it is absolutely doable if you approach it strategically. So I wish you good luck and a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye bye!